Greetings, fellow shooters and reloaders. So today I want to talk about slugging a barrel. Slugging a barrel, and why would I need to do it, you might ask. Well, let's say you just bought a milsurp rifle, and this is that 7.65 Argentine carbine. And you can't buy ammo for it, so you're going to have to reload. Or maybe the ammo that is available is very expensive and you need to reload. And you need to know what is the bore diameter of that rifle, because if you're going to buy bullets for it or cast your own, you need to know the diameter. And there's a big variation in a lot of older guns and military guns of different bore diameters. For instance, this one, it's 7.65 millimeter, and the bore diameter on these run anywhere from about 311 to 315. So in order to load, to get the right bullet diameter, I'm going to have to do a process called slugging the barrel to determine the diameter. So what you want to do is you want to use something that's pure lead. Now you can go and buy this. These are 32 caliber round balls. They're made for muzzle loaders. They're pure lead, and you want to use a really soft lead, like a pure lead. These are 3.315 diameter, so I know that they're going to be slightly larger than my bore diameter. And then the other thing I did was I took one of them and I took a hammer and kind of flattened it out just a little bit to make it even a little bit larger than what it normally is. The next thing you're going to want to do is I use a little lube. I like to use the case lube, the same stuff I lube my cases with, and you want to have that lubed up pretty good. And then you take your soft lead ball that you have there, put it on there. Okay, so it's definitely bigger than the bore. Now you're going to have to get it started. So take a mallet, not a steel hammer, but a mallet. This is a rawhide mallet, and get it started. Then you're going to need to take a wooden dowel to get it going the rest of the way. And then sometimes your dowel is going to break. Let's see if I have another one here. This one is actually a little too big. Once you get it going down in there, you can take a bigger rod, dowel rather. And once you get it started going, it goes pretty easy. And you just keep tapping it through. Should be just about there. There we go. So it went all the way through. So now that we forced that through, it now looks like this. I don't know if you can see that. More of a cylinder kind of shape to it. And we started out like this with a round ball. And now, as you can see, it's more of a cylinder shape. So that's why it's important that you want to use a really soft lead. So now what we can do is take and measure this. Let me get the rifle out of the way here. So now we can measure this with either calipers or a micrometer. I like to use a micrometer because I think they're more accurate. Hard to do this trying to do it in front of the camera. Can't hang on to it. All right, so this is telling me that it is 0.313. Okay, so that is the diameter of my bore, 313. So which makes sense. And so when I cast my bullets, I'm casting a bullet that's actually 312. So the bullet needs to be a little bit bigger. But what I do is I powder coat my bullets, which usually adds, depending on how many coats of powder coat I put on it, it usually adds 1 or 2 thousandths. And then I run my bullets through a sizer that sizes them exactly to 314, which then puts me at 1 thousandths over my bore diameter here, which is what you want for a cast bullet. So that, boys and girls, is how you slug a barrel to determine what size bullet you need to use. Now, if I'm going to use a jacketed bullet in this, I would use a 311 or 312 diameter bullet. But for a cast, you always go a thousandths or 1 or 2 thousandths over size with a cast bullet. It seals the bore better, grabs the rifling better. So since I'm shooting cast bullets in this, I size my bullets to 314. That's really all there is to slugging a barrel. So if you get a milsurp rifle and you want to shoot it and you'd like to try that, you know, I highly recommend it. It's better than just guessing at the size, because if you just try to shoot a any old bullet in there, you know, off the shelf, it may or may not shoot well. And if it doesn't, it could be that the bore is larger than your bullet by quite a bit. So anyway, that's all for now. Shoot straight, keep your powder dry. We'll see you at the range.